أعزائي المشاهدين، أهلا وسهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة ولقاء جديد مع شخصية تجارية. شخص اليوم ضيفنا اليوم السيد مايك تامس، ممثل شركة سيمباي، الكريدت كارد والقضايا لها علاقة بأصحاب الأعمال. في البداية مقدم البرنامج نيك نجار MEA تلفزيون وراديو يقدمون لكم التهاني والتبريكات بمناسبة عيد الميلاد ورأس السنة الميلادية، فميري كريسماس اند هابي نيو يير لجميع المشاهدين. راح ننتقل إلى السيد مايك تامز ضيفنا اليوم ليشرح لنا بعض القضايا اللي تتعلق بالكريدت كارد واللي تتعلق بقضايا اللي يستعملوها أصحاب الأعمال، إذا كانت ستورات، محطات البنزين، فنادق أو أشياء أخرى. فراح نرحب به ونقدم لكم إن شاء الله تستفادون من السيد مايك تامس اللي هو ضيفنا اليوم. Mr. Thomas, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Well, Mr. Thomas, I know today is Christmas Eve,
Yes.
and you are very busy, and I took you from your family. But this is very important to our community, and I found it was a good opportunity to introduce you to the community and find out how the business people in the Chaldean and Middle Eastern community they can benefit from your experience. Welcome again to our show.
Thank you so much, Nick. I'm happy to be here with you.
At the beginning, as I said on TV, I like to wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Same to yours.
Mike, I know you for a very long time. We've been friends for years and years. And before I ask you a question about your business and what kind of services you can offer to the community, I want the community to know a little bit about who is Mike Thomas.
Yes, I'll be happy to share with the community a little bit about myself. As you know, Nick, I served with a lot of nonprofits, and you were one of the board members on several of those nonprofits. I worked for U of M Dearborn, teaching a lot of Middle Eastern and Chaldean students business. And I retired from there in 2012 and went to work with nonprofits, and I had an opportunity to continue to support businesses and teach business owners about their bottom line. And that's one of the reasons I joined Simpay, is because that gives me the opportunity to talk to them about payroll, about insurance for their business, and also about card processing, which is something I think all businesses need to take a good look at.
So Mike, you're teaching at the university and you get retired, then you get sick and tired of home, and you said, you know what? You told your wife, honey, I'm leaving home.
Yeah. You know, after 3 months of shopping every day with her, I had to get out because that's what she wanted to do, go shopping every day.
That's nice. You know, you have a great family. So you decided to do it so you don't get, because you're already an educated person and you have a good experience and you teach businesses, and as you said, you've been through a lot of Chaldean and Middle Eastern at the University of Michigan students. So you know the community very well.
Yes.
Plus, I know you have a lot of friends, Nick and others.
Yes,
a
lot of friends.
A lot of Chaldean and Middle Eastern,
And I want them to call me.
So, Mike, we're going to go to what you do today, what service you offer. Simpay. What's Simpay?
Well, Simpay began more than 2 decades ago with the simple idea that small and medium-sized businesses should be treated fairly, with respect, and receive the same breaks as big companies do. That's Simpay promise to customers and clients, that you get better service, better help, and more value for the money you invest in businesses when you choose to partner with Simpay. Whether you're serving the best pizza in town, helping patients, presenting the latest fashion, or helping your local business community thrive, Simpay got you covered.
Great, that's very good. So while we are talking before the show, you said you were talking about the merchant. You said they should review their statement very often. Mm-hmm. What do you mean by merchant reviewing their statement, and why?
I visit a lot of merchants and they don't know what they're being charged. So the credit and debit card fees they pay should be reviewed from time to time. just like any other business expense that they have, it's good business to review and understand what you're paying out for a service. And that's one of the things that I like to help businesses do. Rate changes, service fees go up all the time, annual fees are due, and non-compliance fees can go into effect if the processing account isn't up to date, and some merchants have old equipment. Their current processing company will always inform them about those changes, but they often do that in a message or email that merchants don't review that closely. Card processing statements can be confusing and hard to understand for some of them. That's why Simpay used cutting-edge technology to verify their charges and fees for free. We do analysis of their current statement for free and show them a comparison. That way they can make a better decision about what they're paying in fees.
So the person who is in a business, he can call Mike Thomas and said, Mike, come explain to me my papers, my documents, my everything else, whatever they have.
Yes.
So you said your Simpay, they can help the merchant with different things. What they can offer to the business owner, like what? What kind of services?
Well, that's a good question. I want to tell you that Simpay can help them with essential services they need to run their business. Simpay wants to make it simple and easy for them, and we have 3 core programs I would like some more merchants to look at. Simpay Select Payment Acceptance, taking credit and debit cards safely, securely, and affordably. That's very important. Simpay Onboard Payroll, and this is the time to start looking at payroll as we go into the new year, making sure your employees are paid correctly and all state and federal tax reporting requirements are met. Then Simpay Insurance. Every business is required to insure their business. Simpay offers workman comp, commercial property insurance, commercial vehicle insurance, and a whole host of specialty policies for certain business types. And that's something that I think a lot of businesses don't look at Simpay for, and they should.
So you're not doing only the credit cards. You do other things. You offer insurance. You offer payroll. You do a lot of things. So, Mike, there is many credit card processing company. Why the business owner want to come and deal with Mike Thomas and Simpay? What is the reason of that?
Because Nick told him to. No, I think it's simple. Simpay's focus is a little different from other companies. At Simpay, we put our clients first. And you know I take care of people and have done that for a long time. We work every day to help tens and thousands of small business owners process payroll, take payments, and insure their business so they can focus on what's truly important, providing great service and products to the community. Plus, I have a vested investment in the health and growth of local businesses because I'm here and Simpay is here, and Nick, as you know, I've always supported the community and businesses in our community.
Correct. So sometimes you go to the businesses and you try to talk to them. They have a processing company and you have some challenges to convince somebody or to talk to somebody. How you come over that challenges?
Well, that's a great question. Unfortunately, the most common challenge is on doing some of the really bad treatment many merchants have received in the past from other processing companies. And I hear that all the time. I don't like processing companies. So step one is being transparent about what Simpay and I can do for them. Trust and honesty is very important to me, and you know that from knowing me for years. Secondly, everyone wants to know they're getting a great price. No one wants to make a bad decision that will hurt their business financially. So again, I talk about pricing transparently. I tell them what we can do. If they're at a good spot, I say, you're at a very good spot. At Simpay, we have several pricing models that merchants can choose from depending on which one may fit their needs. And I don't give them anything they don't need.
You know, there is something, when you receive a statement as a business person, there's something they call surcharge. What is surcharge?
Oh, that's another great question, Nick. Surcharge is a way for businesses to offset their credit card processing expenses by adding a small fee to each transaction. It only applies to certain types of payments. Debit cards and EBT transactions cannot be surcharged at all, and a lot of businesses need to understand that. But surcharging is only one part of the payment picture. With our Simpay Select program, you can choose traditional pricing interchange, surcharging, or dual pricing. Dual pricing is often referred to as cash discounting. Customers are charged a reduced price when they pay cash. When they pay with a credit or debit card, some of the fees are passed on to the customer, and it saves the merchant some processing fees.
Sure. You know, some business owner, I know most gas stations, they charge, there's a credit and there's cash. If you're paying cash, you get about 7-10% discount. Some merchant, they said, I don't want to pass the cost to my client. I want to absorb that. How they can do that? How you can address that feeling?
That's another great question, Nick, and I'm facing that with an installment today I'm going to do. First, it's always up to the business owner to determine how they want to accept payment. If they don't want it to go on their customers, we have programs where it doesn't and it's affordable for the merchant. If they do, we have other programs that are available to do that. It's their choice. The biggest fear is that if their customers must pay a few cents more for their purchase, they'll go somewhere else instead. And that's a totally valid concern, but the numbers don't support that fear in customers. If you offer great service, unique products, highly quality service, your customers will understand and will keep shopping with you. And I have that at some of my auto places. They love the auto guy. And they like the way they take care of their cars. So they don't mind paying a few more pennies to use a credit card there. Of course, if a business owner chooses Simpay, Select, dual pricing, or surcharging, and then decide later it's not what they want to give to their customers, we can switch them to the more traditional program. They're not locked into anything with Simpay when it comes to their choice of payment options.
You know, a lot of cities, when you pay the taxes, the water bill, they charge you surcharge, credit card fee. You know, even some business owner, store owners, gas station owners, when they have a lottery, there's not much commission on it, very little. And when a lot of people, a lot of businesses, you ask them to pay by credit card, they said no, because really there's not much in a lottery machine commission. So if they're gonna pay 2-3% from a company like your company, other company, they're losing money. So hopefully there's a program can help with that, people.
Sure.
Mike, we said that at the beginning. We said, your company and you personally, I believe in you personally, because I know you for a very long time. We worked together. We were in a board in many organizations together, and you are a very reliable person, very honest person. The person who watching today the TV, our interview, and he said, I want to reach Nick. How I can reach Mike Thomas? If there's a number, they can call you and talk to you.
Oh, sure, and I encourage them to, because a conversation doesn't cost you anything but time to learn how you can improve your bottom line of your business and save some money. My number to reach me at is 313-314-8771. Again, 313-314-8771. Give me a call. I can reach you back in 24 hours and set something up, and I'll be more than happy to help your business grow.
I know our editor, he put the number in the bottom of the screen so people they can look. And if you cannot reach Mike Thomas, I will give him a surcharge, or I'll give him, call me 586-206-9000. I will charge him the surcharge. We'll do that.
I'll be happy to pay it. You're a great guy.
Mike, as I said at the beginning, you are very involved with them, all Middle Eastern, the Chaldean, the Lebanese, the Syrian, the Egyptian, the Yemenis. You've been with our community for 20, 30 years. Before we end the show, you have the camera to talk to our community. Give them the last thing. What do you want to say, besides the Merry Christmas?
I want to thank the community and MEA TV and Radio and the Chaldean community for teaching me a lot about your culture. Love to eat and break bread with you. And I want to wish you a safe and peaceful New Year. I know there's a lot of things going on, and I want you to just take time and feel blessed and look at the good things that are going on in your life and in our community. And I want to thank Nick and his family. Nick's been a great friend, and I've always called on him to serve with me on boards because he has the knowledge and experience that we all could benefit from. And for that, I thank Nick. And I want to, again, thank MEA TV and Radio for hosting me today.
Mike, thank you very much again for your time. Again, I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for you and your family. Hopefully, you'll benefit from the community, benefit from you, and you benefit from the community and at large. You are a very good asset person to the community. You've been with Chaldean Middle East for the last 20, 30 years. Thank you very much again for coming to our show. Hopefully, we'll see you after the New Year again.
Yes.
We have a good Middle Eastern lunch.
Yes.
أعزائي المشاهدين، كنا مع السيد مايك تامر ممثل شركة سمباي اللي اختصاصها بالكريدت كارد بروسيسنج، اختصاصها بالانشورنس المحلات التجارية. فإن شاء الله تستفادون من عنده، من سيد مايك تامر. إذا عندكم أي سؤال أو استفسار اتصلوا بنيك نجار، ممكن وتلفون سيد مايك موجود بالأسفل الشاشة. تلفوني هو 586-206-9000. شكرا جزيلا مرة أخرى من نيك نجار وMEA TV. نقدم لكم التهاني والتبريكات بمناسبة أعياد الميلاد ورأس السنة الميلادية، وإلى اللقاء. نتمنى لكم الصحة والعافية والنجاح في أعمالكم. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year للجميع. نيك نجار وMEA TV.